Doctor, please come. The pain in my eyes is killing me. Well, they look like two big tennis balls. Nurse, I need to cc's of morphine right away. Get me that anesthetic. We need to stop the swelling, or he'll lose his vision. Oh, no. My eyes. My precious eyes. That was the last thing I remember before they sedated me and strapped me tightly to that hospital bed. As I was praying and hoping I won't be blind when I woke up. But the truth is a hard pill to swallow. Because the worst part was that was not the first time. What? An infection wreaked havoc upon my life. Dry eyes, headaches now and then. Mild to severe inflammation due to wearing lenses. That aching gut feeling every time they tell you you need new glasses. But this time, it felt chillingly different. Never in my 41 years of life would I have ever imagined that my slowly decaying vision would lead to an incident so horrible that it almost took away my sight. As I watched the nurse insert that big pointy needle just an inch from my right eyeball and inject a liquid for what seemed like an eternity in hell, I decided I had had enough with the vision loss, which was ruining my life. So I pushed myself on a dangerous yet extremely rewarding road, one where I witnessed firsthand the dark side of the eye care industry and their soul-trapping racket scheme. I almost had my optic nerve severed and my right eye completely left without sight. Yet after 16 excruciating months, I did it. I not only saved my eyes, but also managed to find a simple, natural and 100% efficient way to restore the perfect 2020 vision that made both my ophthalmologist throw my test results against the wall in utter shock as they looked at the incredible change. My vision had gotten better than their very own. They had me retake those tests again and again, each one probing deeper than the previous one. Of those quacks even suggested I should check myself for insanity. But they were the insane ones. And I now have the exact scientific model that proves it. It's something that broke the entire medical community in half. Latest university-approved evidence shows they're now preparing to present this to their students in an extensive yearly course. Something that isn't making Big Pharma too happy, especially since it was all done with zero eye surgery. None of their crazy exercises and none of their nauseating drugs. Oh, they were so wrong about all of this. And you need to listen to me today. Contrary to everything that every medical book written by an Ivy League doctor, long on credentials and short on wisdom tells us, with the exception of a few, almost lost ancient healing compendiums, the actual reason why your eyes are slowly dying has nothing to do with the years on your life clock or genetics or whatever other cause they'll sweep up to tell you. Nor does it have to do with some chronic disease like they so shamelessly claim. It's all a lie, a greedy lie intended to line their deep pockets. In fact, as you'll see here today, your slowly aggravating vision and all the nasty symptoms that come with it are just the side effects of something monstrous that's happening inside your ocular system right now. A toxic IM that invades your retina from the very moment your eyes open to see the morning light, corroding your iris and cornea, viciously attacking your optic nerve and damaging your entire ocular system while slowly killing your vision. It can reach as far as the brain's visual cortex. More than 24 independent doctors now warn people who've been wearing glasses or felt mild headaches for as little as 3 months, you are in danger of completely losing your vision. And now we finally know why. So are you listening? Because in the next 90 seconds, I'm going to start explaining to you the exact mechanism behind this eye decay and eyesight killing process. This is as simple as it is dangerous and what you must do immediately to shut it down. Finally, I'm going to hand you over the key that unlocks pure, blissful and perfect 20/20 vision. No matter if you're far-sighted, nearsighted, have macular degeneration, RPE, cataracts, or diabetic retinopathy. It protects you from eye infections, cleanses and rejuvenates your entire ocular system, strengthens your retina iris and repairs your cornea. It also protects your eyes from the dangerous blue light from your computer screen, gets rid of blurry vision, and stops eye fatigue. It preserves and strengthens your eye cells and nerves, stops dry eye syndrome, supercharges your night vision. It shields your ocular system from AIDS-related deterioration and removes any inflammation in your ocular system. All that while giving you the 2020 hawk vision that no man or woman on this holy planet should be deprived of. Yes, I know how it all sounds right now. And you're right. You've probably seen and heard all this before far too many times. And if just for a second, you don't think such a thing is possible. If you're still hoping the pharma drug lords together with their money-grubbing drain lapdogs that call themselves doctors are going to help you. If you truly believe that they will eventually find a solution and release it far and wide from the goodness of their hearts and souls, then I'm afraid there's nothing more I can do for you. And I'm going to have to ask you to please leave now. Bandwidth is limited on this website, and many others are waiting on the line to see the crucial vision-saving method that I'm about to share right now. Now, if you're a man or woman in your early 30s, 40s, 50s and even 80s and have been dealing with vision loss for as little as 3 months or 30 years, if you're afraid of the chilling thought that one day you could wake up without seeing that beautiful morning light blessing your eyes, if your eyes are constantly in pain, no matter what you do read or how many glasses you change over time, if you're just tired of always having to look after your glasses no matter how much you take care of them, if you secretly look at others and just imagine how it would be like to be normal again, to never have to worry where you put your glasses or how much time you spend reading in front of your phone, TV, even a simple movie with friends and family. And if you want to protect your eyes from long-term dangerous disease, then stay right here. Because even as incredible as it may sound right now, soon all your wishes are about to come true. No matter if you are a young man or proud senior in your late 80s, no matter how bad your sight has become, no matter your previous medical record, and no matter how many things you've tried before that have ultimately failed you. And really, no need to take my word for it. Here are some messages we've received from some of the 97,840 amazing people who try this method. I'm about to share with you. James, 54 from Oklahoma says, at first I had my doubts. Like everyone in my position, I had tried so many things before that failed, so how would this be any different? But once I checked your research for the first time, and who knows how long it all made sense, everything is 100% accurate, which makes me wonder why was this kept private until now. I used to wear those infectious contact lenses everywhere one time when I was at a family dinner. They made my eyes so badly and I scratched so hard, they fell into the soup. You can't imagine the disgusted looks I got. I just wanted the earth to swallow me whole. Sometimes my eyes would get so red and itchy because of them, I couldn't even keep them open for more than 5 seconds. But that changed once I started using this method. No more blurry vision, no more headaches, and most importantly, no more disgusting lenses. I finally got the perfect 2020 vision I could only dare to dream about for the past 15 years. I can't express how thankful I am for this. Jennifer, 47 from Detroit, told us this today. I threw my glasses away and I wept. I wept because I couldn't believe that after all these years, all it took was a simple program and a few weeks of my life and my vision finally got back to normal. My doctor told me I was crazy. That I was somehow faking it. He was the fake one, together with the big pharma cohorts that sold me their ugly glasses, contact lenses, phony medication and whatnot, leading me to think I'm just not fit to be a normal person in this world. I no longer live in fear of the long needles they'd have to stick into my eyeballs if my sight would deteriorate, or the sickening surgeries they put you through just to scam you out of a few $1,000s. My crystal clear vision is back. My life is back, and I've got you to thank for it. Thanks a million times. And Jeremy, 49 from New York, says day by day, I used to think that there would come a moment when I couldn't even distinguish between my grandchildren's faces. And one day, I truly felt like that moment came. It felt as if I had a blind spot right in the middle of my eye. And it stopped me from seeing details, leaving me only with some colorful shapes. The doctor told me that the blind spot was going to increase, and there's nothing more they could do. I was going to lose my vision in the following 6 months. Soon I won't be able to see much of the world. I was devastated and fear of not seeing my wife and children's faces in the morning. I almost ended up taking my life because of it, and it was by sheer luck that I stumbled upon this formula. Let me tell you this, over the next few weeks, the blind spot was no more. It kept decreasing. And decreasing until it was completely gone. The doctor saw my test results. He thought he mixed them up with another patient's. And I know that because my vision got significantly better. It's absolutely crazy. I have to say this. You need to share this with everyone. Bless you and bless your soul. Yes. My name is Anthony Miller and I'm 48 years old. But does my name really matter? You already know who I am. I'm you. I'm no Ivy League graduate, no doctor, no pharmacologist, no health guru or national TV host. No, sir. No, ma'am. I'm just a chemistry teacher at a local high school in Toledo. Over the years, I've had my ups and downs like everybody else. But despite my constant back pain and some mild heart issues, there was one thing that I always hoped would at least get better. That was my deteriorating vision. It all started with a routine checkup where they asked me to read the letters on the panel, and all I saw were some blurred spots. Don't worry, I'll just prescribe you some glasses, and your vision will soon get better. But after years and years of doctor appointments, constant line changes and false hopes, my very own doctor finally told me the devastating truth. Your eyes are never going to get better. In fact, there is a high chance that you'll eventually lose your vision, possibly even go blind. It's just the way it works for people like you. What do you mean, people like me? I shouted at him in desperation. Well, you see, Anthony, you're not getting any younger. The doctor said, looking at me in sorrow. So my dear old big pharma guru prescribed me some more glasses and told me that if I didn't like the way they look too, if I found them uncomfortable, I could always try surgery. In fact, we have a special offer this month, he told me, smiling. Don't they always? I swear, it's like every single doctor in this country has a hidden playbook somewhere and repeats the same thing like a broken record. You're too old, you eat too much, you don't work out enough, yada yada, yada. Now, there's always a risk involved. Even with the procedure, we're not sure your vision will actually come back, the doctor said. So what he was saying was that the only way to fix my declining eyesight was to undergo some crazy multi-$1,000 procedures that weren't 100% guaranteed to give me my 2020 vision back. After looking into it online and seeing how many people complained about the horrible side effects of these pharma-recommended procedures, some of them were even left visually impaired for life, I decided this was definitely not for me. But the worst was yet to come, because little did I know back then that behind my eyes, an army of toxic eye mold was growing and corroding my vision. One fateful morning, I woke up feeling worse than usual. My eyes were burning. I felt incredibly dizzy, and I had the blurry vision possible to top it all off. Every time I blinked, I felt like my eyes were the size of tennis balls ready to pop out of their sockets at any moment. I tried going to the bathroom to watch them, thinking I had something stuck in there, but the water felt as if it was molten lava when it touched my eyes. I desperately called for my wife and she rushed me to the hospital. As soon as we got there, The pain proved to be unbearable. And with what felt like my last breath, I called out, "Please help. The pain in my eyes is killing me." Whoa! They look like two big tennis balls. "Nurse, I need 2 ccs of morphine right away and get me the anesthetic. We need to stop the swelling, or he'll lose his vision." "Oh, number. My eyes. My precious eyes." I mumbled right as I passed out. But as my irritated eyes were closing, I thought I heard 2 doctors arguing in the back of the room where they had me. One of them was yelling and saying, "No, Larry, I'm not letting you touch him. We need his money. Every time you treat someone, they never need us again." Next thing I know, I woke up with my eyes considerably less swollen and irritated, but my vision was still blurry. The doctors told me they couldn't really figure out what's wrong with me, and they were going to have to keep me there for another week. They put me on a heavy dose of antibiotics, which only made my gut feel like hell afterwards due to an unknown reason. A lot of people have come to us recently with these nasty eye infections, so we want to keep you here and run some tests as a precaution, they told me. Now, the strangest thing happened to me while I was there. Every day the doctor came into my room and poured droplets in my eyes so that it would help him run the tests he needs. But one morning, a couple of minutes after the doctor poured those in my eyes, another doctor came in, poured something in my mouth, and left me a note saying the following words: "Don't let them know you have this from me." I was never here. I was intrigued. But since my pupils were still very dilated, I couldn't actually see his face. So as soon as I could see properly, I opened the note. Now, on this note, there was an address written, a name and a phone number. His name was Dr. Larry, the guy that got yelled at because he wanted to help me. As I was lying half-conscious in the hospital bed. "Hello?" I said to myself, realizing that I didn't actually imagine this. Now, I didn't know him all that well, so I did a little bit of research before calling him. Apparently, he was not your regular, everyday doctor. He was actually an extremely famous and highly praised eye surgeon, known for performing hundreds of crazy surgeries with literally a 100% success rate. He was a doctor in a league of his own. He had exclusively performed surgeries on A-list actors and world-famous singers. And to my utter shock, a great number of celebrities appealed to him to heal their vision. You'd actually be surprised how many of them have bad eyesight. And as if this wasn't huge enough, Dr. Larry had been receiving countless medical awards and even the Medallion for Scientific Achievement, the highest recognition a surgeon can get. And yet this was a profession you wouldn't see on TV or magazine covers. And it makes sense, since he only worked for extremely famous people that had to keep their identity fully covered and their medical challenges hidden from the public. I was in awe. So what did this genius doctor have to say? Could he truly help me? I had to find out. So I decided to give him a call. He seemed pretty weird and quiet on the phone, but I assumed that was how some doctors are. Now, the things he said to me, even though I now know they're 100% backed by real science, I still can't believe how real all of this is. I've met thousands, if not tens of thousands of people like you, Anthony. People that came to me in tears, desperately asking me to help them heal their vision. People who have been wearing glasses since kindergarten. People in their 20s or even 80s begging me to save them from their vision loss nightmare. And they all hated how powerless they were in front of such a terrible condition. But you see, most doctors in the medical community just scoff it off and blame it on genetics, DNA, aging, and other things like type 2 diabetes. These so-called professionals don't even deserve to be called as such, because I haven't even seen one of them who's looking in the right direction. The problem with vision loss is that it's not caused by genetics, bad luck, or anything of the sort. Now, let me ask you a question. Did you know that you're silently poisoning your eyes every time you wash them? And do you know why? Did you know that according to lab studies conducted in the most prestigious US facilities, there are over 350 toxic chemicals in our everyday tap water that are light years above the accepted toxicity levels established by the EPA. And no matter how hard they try to clean and purify the water, the chemical mix they add in to do it acts just like gasoline on a fire, making them even more dangerous. According to several peer-reviewed studies, when Americans use tap water, they're basically getting a dose of industrial or agricultural contaminants linked to brain and nervous system damage, fertility problems, hormone disruption and other health harms. Now, let me tell you something. Your eyes are made up of small sensitive glands and membranes that secrete a somewhat salty solution. But when you flush an eye with water, you're using what's called a hypotonic solution, something that doesn't have the same properties. It can prove to be irritating to the tissue. And that's when all your problems start, when your eyes irritate. Even if you don't sense it, it damages your eye glands, creating tears in them, creating an opening for a more frightening enemy to attack. That's when all those 350 chemicals yell out in chorus attack. The way these toxic impurities act is that when they permeate the mucous layer of the eye, no matter how hard the tear glands fight to eject them, silently attacking and corroding your eyes. And this isn't even the half of it. Do you know how your tap water arrives in your home? Because if you don't, you're in for a shocking surprise. Think of those dirty, rusty pipes that have been used for the last several decades. Do you think those are a safe way of conveying water to millions of houses across the country? Even if it's just water that you use to wash, you put that water on your skin, face, arms, on your kid's face. Several publications have already denounced the faulty administration of the water distribution system across the US. Here's a few examples. The famous case of Flint, Michigan, where thousands of people got hospitalized and are now stuck with terrible diseases for the rest of their lives. Not to mention the ones that even died because of it. And it's not an isolated case. Most states even end up using their clean water and resort to recycled water. Washington, D.C., Oklahoma, Idaho, Nebraska, you name it. And I can show you at least 5 studies that prove their water is so polluted it shouldn't even be distributed. But how can the authorities be so blind to this? I asked Anthony, do you have any idea how much the vision care industry is worth in the US alone? According to public statistics, it's worth almost $40 billion. It would make sense for them to shut some environmentalist or scientist up, only to keep things under the radar while they poison you and keep you addicted to their so-called solutions. The more Larry told me about this, the more sense it made in my head. How could I have not seen it before? The tingles, the itches, the skin rashes, the swelling, all the problems I had over the years. So what can I do about it now? I asked Dr. Larry. Well, Anthony, you see, over the years, I tested over 400 formulas on twice as many patients, and the results were unbelievable. 100% of them recovered more than 80% of their vision. It took me a decade to call out what wasn't necessary and select only the best ingredients just so I could perfect the ideal formula to heal people's eyes. Without question, the recipe I have right now is the pinnacle of a decade of work. And what's even better is that it's the only thing of this power that's been made into savory mouth droppers. But with a pandemic happening, I've been having trouble finding some high-quality suppliers. And my lab isn't nearly well equipped enough to be able to create the formula here in enough quantity to distribute. I have the formula and the quantities noted right here. All I need is to find some trustworthy manufacturers and a pristine facility. And your eyes will be fixed. It was the first time in years when I felt there was actually hope for me. I obviously agreed to help, and so we got to work. We spent some time looking for the best manufacturers and facilities out there. And I tell you, it wasn't an easy task. You wouldn't believe how many scammers there are out there. However, after working tirelessly for what seemed like ages, we managed to find some top-rate, high-quality manufacturers from overseas that were willing to give us a hand. Not only that, we even found an FDA-approved GMP-certified facility with a strict disinfection protocol that matched all our criteria. All we needed now was someone to test the formula. And what better person than myself, since I was still struggling with my eye problem and my bad vision. I decided to take the chance and use it on myself for a few weeks, taking note of the results. What was really amazing for me about this formula is that Dr. Larry managed to synthesize it in the form of a mouth dropper, which was extraordinary even for him to have accomplished. Even though he could have just taken the short way out and created a simple, bland pill, he wanted to go that extra mile and make it in this form. That's because all the nutrients in this dropper have to be properly absorbed and enhanced inside your blood so that your body perceives them as allies. Anthony, think about it. Your eyes are highly vascularized, so it's only normal to go for a sneak attack on the toxins that came in from outside your eyes after the first batch of the formula was ready. I was prepared to start the initial test on myself with Dr. Larry cheering me on every day for about 2 weeks. I was supposed to put a few droplets in my mouth and note the changes that happened. The first few days were promising. When I woke up, I could see more clearly than I previously did, and my eyes felt fresh and recharged throughout the day. I was experiencing a much clearer head, and I no longer felt dizzy after wearing the glasses the whole day. Dr. Larry himself told me that getting back to perfect vision would take time, and I should trust the process and continue using it. I must admit, I was a little worried until it finally happened. One morning I woke up feeling incredibly energetic. I noticed that my eyes felt clean and refreshed. Once I put on my glasses, I noticed something strange. My vision was clear with the glasses on, and once I took them off, I realized that the unbelievable was real. Now I could finally see without glasses. After all these years, my vision was restored. I called Dr. Larry the second I realized what was happening to me. As happy as he was, he said that we needed to be cautious. And he recommended that I still use the droplets for a couple more weeks just to see if anything changes, and that I should consult with my ophthalmologist to ask for a second opinion. And you won't believe what happened there. When I went to meet the doctor, when he saw the test results, he screamed and threw them towards me, saying there was no way. These are mine. And that I'm a cheat who only wants to waste his time. These can't be real. You're just mocking me to take revenge. I won't accept this. I think he was jealous that my vision was way better than his, and he still needed his glasses to see things I could see with a clear eye. I threw my glasses on his desk and told him that I no longer needed them, or him for that matter, and left him fuming. But these effects weren't the last of it. After a few more days of using those droplets, I realized that my night vision significantly improved. I could now see a squirrel running up a tree at 1 a.m. from 70 feet away. Not to mention, after a routine checkup, I saw that my blood pressure and sugar levels were now normal again. My mind was incredibly sharp. I could focus for a really long time. My memory seemed highly improved, and I could see like a cat in the dark. We were amazed by how powerful and potent our formula was. However, it wasn't good enough for us in order to demand a total success. We needed to see if this worked only on myself or on other people, too. So Larry and I posted some ads on Reddit and in a local newspaper to see if we could gather a handful of people to take part in our testing. And we couldn't believe our eyes. After a week, 274 people aged from 23 to 85 from different backgrounds and geographic locations decided they wanted to be a part of our revolutionary study. This was amazing. We couldn't contain our excitement knowing that so many people trusted us and our remarkable discovery. There were people among them who had been dealing with vision loss for decades, and some only started a few months prior. We gave each of them a test form to fill out as they were using the formula to note their progress and sent them home, Now, I thought the first results were going to come in after at least 8 weeks, but never in a million years could I have imagined the results would be so incredible. And would come so soon after running some tests in our own lab, as well as in 3 other private, independent ones. We saw something we never thought possible. 100% of the participants got their vision back, and that's not all. 84 people eliminated dry, teary eyes and now said that their eyes don't hurt anymore while watching TV or using a screen. 53 said they weren't seeing the blurry spots that used to haunt them anymore. 21 stated that their night vision improved significantly. Something we had to test. And as it turns out, it actually did by a staggering 73%. 15 of them started to manifest incredible visual acuity, being able to read the smallest of letters from 10 feet away. While 10 others even noticed that our formula lowered their blood pressure and type 2 diabetes. It was a total success. It was at that moment when we knew we had to make it public. So Larry managed to pull some strings, and we found a small, independent natural pharmaceutical company, and we secured contracts with the suppliers that offer the purest ingredients. Even though they were really scarce, so they didn't make any promises. In the end, we decided to share this unique formula with everyone. I almost cracked my back as I jumped high when I saw the final product, something that would finally give people their crystal clear vision back. We called it Visiprime. The only product on the market that contains the perfect combination of safe and effective ingredients that are going to protect, clear and enhance your vision with 100% efficiency. Combining ethically sourced ingredients and prepared in our state-of-the-art FDA-approved and GMP-certified facility. This apparent guarantees to eliminate the stress of imperfect vision from your life, manufactured right here in the USA. These droppers are non-GMO and 100% safe, and the way this program works is groundbreaking. We moved on and tested the formula on over a dozen independent labs from both America and Europe. And with over 5,200 initial brave volunteers from 20 different countries, all this while making sure all ingredients can sustain high quality and purity. Lab tests have shown us that for this program to be efficient, all the ingredients have to be mixed only in these exact quantities and in this exact formula. And what we achieved is what experts call a medical breakthrough. Here is a short explanation of how these ingredients work and why they are so powerful. Step 1. The powerful nutrients are absorbed into the eye. From the first few drops of Visiprime, the nutrient absorption process begins. We wanted to keep things as effective and simple as possible, and that's why we added only the 6 most powerful ingredients chosen from selected locations and suppliers. On 4 continents. These are essential to achieving 3 things. First, to flush out any impurities found in the eye. Second, to repair the damage caused by the heavy metals and other microtoxins. And last but not least, to rejuvenate and create a protective barrier around your eyes, making sure that no other harmful substances will come into contact with them again. Since all of these ingredients are 100% natural, your organism will start absorbing them from the first second, and the vision repair process will begin immediately. Step 2. Your eyes are cleansed of the toxic impurities and poisonous chemicals. Once the eyes have absorbed all the nutrients, the cleansing process will begin. This is extremely important because in order to restore your vision, your eyes need to be completely cleansed of anything that may impede the process. In order to achieve that, we added an incredibly precise combination of vitamin C and E-bright extract. This powerful duo will force out the heavy metals and the toxins that accumulated in the eye. The way these 2 elements work when fused together is truly spectacular. First of all, let's take a look at vitamin C, but before I begin, this isn't your usual store-bought vitamin C. Not by a long shot. This strain has been carefully selected after we refused over 40 different suppliers. You wouldn't believe how many people there are out there who only try to make a quick buck out of someone else's pain. Now, what's special about this type of vitamin C is that it's one of the most powerful types out there. Since it's derived from calcium, ascorbate, it's 79% stronger than the one you find in the stores or pharmacies. According to data published by the Medical News Today journal, vitamin C is regarded as the most important vitamin you can offer your eyes. Not only does it hydrate and nourish your eyes, but it also fights off all the toxic chemicals and impurities that have been living there all this time. Its antioxidant purity help eliminate every little bit of those killer toxins while defending you against macular degeneration and cataract. And that's not all. When you add the Eye Deide extract to the equation, not only are these properties enhanced, but do you know why it's so powerful? It's because it contains vitamins A, B, C, and E, all of which have nourishing properties. This vitamin mix will help you in completely cleansing your eyes from all eye-corroding chemicals while improving your everyday vision and reducing the risk of cataracts, macular degeneration and other eye-related diseases by a minimum of 70%. When combined with the initial dose of vitamin C, they both enhance each other's qualities tenfold, giving your eyes the nutrients they need to kill the microtoxins and purify every inch of your eyes from the cornea and the iris to the vitreous body and the optic nerve. Once this duo is completely absorbed, it has the power to gather all the waste found inside the eye and flush it out through the tear ducts. That's going to help you by letting the eye absorb the powerful nutrients faster and more efficiently, letting the mixture reach through and eliminate even the most hidden of impurities, even the ones that may have reached behind the eye and affected the optic nerve. Not only that, but the feeling of swelling and irritation will go away shortly after, since there will be no foreign substance in your eyes that can cause these discomforts. Step 3. Repair the damage that has been done to the eye. Now pay attention, because from this point on, incredible things start to happen. First, you need to know that since your eyes have been constantly suffering from the toxin accumulation for so long, they need a powerful refresh and rejuvenation so that your sight can be completely restored. So after looking into more than a dozen ingredients for this purpose, we settled on the two strongest ones we could find. Those were lutein and bilberry extract. Looking at the lutein, we knew it couldn't be left out of this vision restoring formula. According to top-tier studies published in the Healthline journal, lutein extra can reduce inflammation in the eye, enhance the sharpness of your vision, reduce glare impairment, protect eye tissue from sunlight damage, reduce cell loss, and protect your eyes from harmful blue light. Basically, when lutein is added to our special mix, it starts fixing every little bit of damage the dangerous chemicals have dealt inside them while creating a sturdy protective shield for your eyes. Lutein is known to defend your vision from cataracts, diabetic retinopathy, AIDS-related macular degeneration, and even dry eye disease. No matter how strong lutein seemed, we felt like it was still missing something. And that was bilberry extract. According to McGill Office for Science and Society, bilberry extract can not only enhance the defensive function of lutein, but it also fixes and repairs every little bit of damage your eyes have suffered ever since coming into contact with the toxic microorganisms. Not only does bilberry extract do that, but when we combined it with the lutein, your eyes will be 100% healthy again with zero trace of impurities found inside of them. We added these with one single purpose in mind: to give you back that 2020 vision you've been so deprived of. No other blend that we're aware of can match the effectiveness of our vision restoring solution. Step 4. Create a bulletproof shield around your eyes. Once the eye has been repaired, we have to create a shield around the eyes so that the heavy metals and other dangerous toxins that can put your vision in danger will be easily repelled in the future. The combination between the 4 ingredients we mentioned before was by itself enough to protect your eyes for ages to come. but we felt like we had to take it up a notch, and that's how we came up with the last two ingredients: copper, gluconate and zinc. With these two, it's game over for every toxin that dares come near your eyes. Zinc and copper gluconate have the amazing property of boosting the connectivity of eye tissue, making it stronger and sturdier against hidden chemicals. This pair works as a natural enhancer for the vitamin C, lutein, bilberry, and ebright, and all six of them work together so as to protect against macular degeneration, cataract and other eye diseases while enhancing your visual acuity tenfold. All of these ingredients will nourish, repair and protect your eyes like six restless, invincible bodyguards who will kill every toxic chemical that dares approach them. That's where your life starts getting better. You'll finally be able to say goodbye to swollen, irritated eyes, random tearing and blurry vision. From now on, you'll be able to enjoy life to the fullest. No more worrying about forgetting your glasses, no more painfully uncomfortable contact lenses. And finally, no more worrying about having to get that dangerous and costly eye surgery. Once your sight is restored, you can look around and see things clearly with your 2020 vision. The only thing you won't see again will be the inside of an ophthalmologist office. With Visiprime, your eyes will be healed and your life will be carefree again. Every single drop of this amazing formula will activate instantly, working towards clearing, restoring and protecting your eyes. Every morning you wake up, your vision will be absolutely clear, helping you fully enjoy the things you never thought you'd be able to again. Now you may have questions at this point. How do I get my hands on Visiprime, and in what quantities should I take this supplement? You see, it's difficult for me to answer this first question. That's because most of the ingredients used to make this a prime are extremely hard and time-consuming to source, which makes our ability to keep high stocks on hand almost impossible. Every woman and man that is tested, Visiprime and improve their vision is asking for more bottles for themselves as well as for their families and friends. This makes our stock run out in days every time we get a new shipment, and you should know that we produce Visiprime in small batches only, which take up to 3 months to deliver. Which means that once we run out of stock, you'll have to wait another 3 months until you can get your hands on this formula. Then there's the big pharma army of angry lawyers who threaten to shut us down if we don't take this formula down. Now, since you're here, your product is reserved, but unfortunately, if you leave this page, we cannot guarantee supply when you come back. Now, regarding how you should use this, a prime squeeze, 3 to 5 drops in your mouth 3 to 5 times a day. It is recommended to start with a smaller number of drops and a less frequency, usually 1 to 2 drops applied 1 to 2 times a day every day for at least 30 days. This will provide you with the necessary nutrients to clear, strengthen and protect your eyes. Here's something very important you should know. In order to make this formula work for you, you have to take into consideration what the severity of your vision loss is and how long you've been carrying these toxins inside your eyes. Based on a test we made with our partnering lab on over 5,000 men and women from 20 different countries looking at the severity of the toxic inflammation in their ocular system, I must confess the results were shockingly bad. So when it comes to how much of a prime you should take, our safe response is don't risk it. After seeing the results of over 100,000 women and men from all over the world, we recommend taking at least 3 bottles of this prime over a period of 90 days. And if you want to be completely safe, then we recommend taking at least 6 bottles or more. This is guaranteed to naturally restore your crystal clear 2020 vision for the rest of your days. Tens of thousands of men and women have confidently used Visiprime with mind-blowing results. Now they enjoy the new life that has been given to them. They live a happy full life well. They don't have to constantly worry about driving at night, misreading text or spotting those tiny little details. They're stress-free and anxiety-free. They are now free and ready to explore the beauty of this world with their own eyes, with their beautiful, perfectly healthy and crystal clear vision. And their confidence levels are holding high and strong since they don't have to deal with this frustrating problem anymore. People like Martin Gilmore, a 44-year-old, who says this product is remarkable. I had to wear glasses ever since I was in college. Being so young, I got used to the idea of just being built like this. I never questioned my doctor's intentions, but then I ran into this formula and thought to myself, at least it's worth a try. But I wasn't ever expecting it to work so well. I burst into tears when I could finally see what a person with healthy eyes sees. Miranda Fisher, a 39-year-old, also said, "Thank you from the bottom of my heart. You're the only one who helped me save my sight. I feel like it's a new beginning for me. I didn't realize how bad my vision was until you literally opened my eyes." Here's an email from Josh, but 54 years old, who says, "I was putting money aside to get surgery. My daughter never let me go to the playground alone with my grandkids. She was afraid of losing them because of my bad eyesight, so I had to fix it. I feel blessed and honored. I got to use this solution. It's the only thing that really helped me regain my vision faster than I ever dreamed of and be closer to my family. Thank you so much." Robert Simpson, 41 years old, from Minnesota, says myopia has been not only a physical impediment in my life, but even more so a psychological one. So I decided to give your product a chance. Although I was highly skeptical, the world I'm now seeing is beginning to look like it was when I was a child. It is difficult to express the joy I'm now experiencing. My goal was to remove my requirement for prescription glasses from my driver's license. Guess who's made it? Thank you a million times. Stories like these are incredible, but they are not unique. Every day my phone rings and another email or text message pops up on my screen. Thousands of people who now enjoy their crystal clear vision and the new life that has been given to them. Now, knowing all this, $347 seems like a fair price for something that can make you full of life again, that can give you back your vision and sanity. It's not even close to how much you'd spend on useless glasses, lenses and dangerous eye injections that only fill you with frustration and pain as you see their uselessness. And it's definitely less than you'd pay for life-threatening surgery, really. No person should let anyone operate on their eyes. Yet Visiprime, unlike any other product in the world, helps you regain your 2020 vision by targeting the root cause of your impairment. Then there's the other thing. Given the difficult conditions we live in these days, it's very hard for us to know when our next shipment will arrive once we run out of stock. You see, we only work with FDA-approved and GMP Good Manufacturing Practices certified producers, which makes our mission to find high-quality ingredients practically impossible. Each ingredient is carefully tested and clinically proven to 100% cleanse, repair and protect your ocular system. But then again, it isn't about the money for me. It truly isn't. I never wanted anyone to go through the things I have been through, the fear I felt every time I tried squinting and straining just to see something that was right in front of me. The uncomfortable contacts and glasses I had to wear that made me feel like I would never be able to be normal in my life. I never want anybody to feel like that. That's why today on this website, only you can get that perfect vision you always wanted and regain your life back. For just $69. Now here's the thing. 3 bottles of Visiprime will flush out the dangerous toxins that have accumulated in your eyes. They will also repair the damage, cleanse the eye and remove the blurred spots in your vision, all while doing the most critical part: creating a protective barrier around your eyes so you'll never have to deal with visual impairment again. But there is a reason why almost all of our users smartly choose the 6 bottles package. Once you go with a 6 bottles package in just 4 months from now, you'll be able to completely regain your vision. It'll ensure that your eyes are 100% clean and protected, which means that if you suffer from myopia, astigmatism, farsightedness or any ocular diseases, it is now 100% possible to eliminate visual impairment for life. Many years from now, you'll still have crystal clear vision because you chose 6 bottles of Visiprime and created a bulletproof vest around your eyes. And of course, we want to help you as much as we can. And because I know how important it is to achieve your goal and also to maintain the health of your ocular system. After talking to our manufacturer, we are able to offer a huge discount on the 3 and 6 bottle package when you place your order today. Sounds good? Take a look below now. Once you select your package and hit the button, you'll be taken to our secure order page. It takes less than a minute to enter your payment information. And once your order is confirmed, we'll discreetly ship this Visiprime straight to your doorstep. No one besides you will know what's in there. It's a promise, so go ahead and select below. Now, while stock lasts over 100,000 people all across America and the world are now living proof that Visit Britain can finally help you achieve healthy eyes while giving you perfect toe-to-toe vision. All backed by over a dozen scientific papers published in some of the most prestigious medical journals in America. Now, this may be a little shocking to you. And I understand, after all, the vision care industry has been preying on you from the moment you first understood you had bad sight. So let's change that right now. Dr. Larry and I put everything we had into this program, and we sure as sunlight stand behind it. That's why with every bottle of Visiprime, you get an ironclad 60-day no questions asked money-back guarantee. It works like this. You select one of the packages below and hit the buy button. You give this program a try and experience the incredible result as tens of thousands of people did before you. You watch as your life becomes better with perfect eyes. You see how good it feels to always see the things you never thought you would without glasses or lenses or anything like that. And if for any reason whatsoever you are not satisfied with the results, send me or Dr. Larry an email and we'll refund every penny you invested into this program. No hassle, no questions asked, no red tape. But please hurry. We now have the solution that is going to cause major losses to the vision care industry. And this is something they don't like very much, which makes this website their #1 priority on the takedown list. You think they won't do it? This is the second time I'm uploading this video, and they keep finding ways to push us back. They know that once this formula reaches enough people, it will be too late to stop it. And they don't want that to happen. And that day is coming really fast. Given how fast Visiprime sells right now. So they are now fighting more than ever to take us down. Now, while you're still here, do not hesitate. Next time you come back, it may be game over and you won't see this solution ever again. I may still try to spread it on my private WhatsApp group or on Telegram, but as I've come to realize, these sneaky pharma paid molds to infiltrate everywhere. So hit the button right now and don't risk your only chance of getting your eyes restored. It's time for you to make a choice. The decision you're about to make will decide the course of the rest of your life. You can choose to stop spending your money on the same old products on the market and hope in vain for a miracle to happen when you already know that even though they may alleviate symptoms for a while, they do not treat the root cause of your poor eyesight. Or you can take this small step now. Pick your package, hit the button below, and get control over your life again. You have the power to restore your toto vision and it's only one click away. No more foggy vision. No more injuries and accidents because you lost your glasses yet again. No more fear of eye complication. And in the near future, you have the power to get your happiness back. And it cost close to nothing, especially when compared to the price you pay every time you visit the doctor. not to mention the damage it has on every aspect of your life and your mind and body. This formula works for any disease you may suffer from. Plus, you're protected by our second day. No questions asked. Money back guarantee. So go ahead and select your package now and you can start being the person that you've always wanted to be. It all starts now with the single click and it takes less than a minute. Do it now and give Visiprime a chance. Still here? If so, it probably means you have some more questions about Visiprime. So let me go ahead and answer them now before you secure your order. Is it really possible to heal my vision? The quick answer is yes. You see, the reason why Visiprime is so effective is because of its special ingredient composition and the way it acts on your eyes. Other types of droppers may have temporary effects on your eyes, reducing the swelling and the irritation for a little while. But they don't actually heal your eyes. Visiprime, on the other hand, goes directly to the root cause of your problem in a unique and proprietary way and repairs the eye, giving you total vision just like Mother Nature wanted you to have. Is it okay to take Visiprime? If I have allergies or am currently taking other supplements we created, Visiprime for all ages and medical conditions. The only side effect you'll see while using it will be the shocked look on people's faces when they see you don't need your reading glasses anymore. Visiprime heals your vision in an extremely safe and natural way. You should know that Visiprime is produced using high-quality ingredients in an FDA-approved facility using the latest technology and equipment. This is why we can confidently say that this prime is safe to use. Now, as always, if you suffer from allergies or other certain medical conditions, at this very moment, we strongly advise that you consult with your doctor first. Is this program for me? Yes. This approach has zero side effects, and it doesn't interfere with any medication or diet. We receive countless emails in our inbox saying they would recommend this supplement to their children, friends and grandparents in a flash. So, you know, this is available for everyone. Will I be seeing results soon? The moment you begin taking Visiprime is when the healing process begins. Once your eyes assimilate all the nutrients they need, you'll start seeing results in just a few weeks. What if it doesn't work for me? Can you tell me about that guarantee again? Tens of thousands of people are already living proof that Visiprime will work for you. Of course, no two bodies ever work in exactly the same way. A small number of people might find it doesn't work for them as they expected, and that's why every bottle of Visiprime comes with a risk-free, 60-day money-back guarantee. If you decide Visiprime is not for you, you can return what you haven't used in full for an immediate no-questions-asked refund. Is this program still going to be available over the next year? It's hard to say. The adult drug manufacturers are not going to step aside and watch as their long-kept secret gets spilled everywhere. This formula is already causing them major losses. People who kept spending countless money on glasses, contacts, medication or eye surgery are now leaving these barbaric methods in the past in favor of this groundbreaking discovery. That's why we don't know if this program will still be here next year, next month, or even next week, to be honest. So this may be your last chance to get Visiprime. The choice is up to you, of course, but I wouldn't wait until it's already too late. And this website is removed from the internet. Also, you should know that the only place you can get Visiprime is right here on this page is taking Visiprime safe. Yes. Visiprime is 100% safe to use. However, if you feel like you need a second opinion on it, we strongly recommend showing a bottle of this to your doctor. And see what he thinks of it too. Also, we always recommend that you maintain a healthy lifestyle. What taking Visiprime to enjoy its long-term benefits? I mean, what's next? It's very easy. Select one of the packages below and hit the Buy Now button. Try the program for 2 or 4 months, and if you're unhappy with the results, send me an email and I'll make sure you get your investment back. So go ahead and click the button below. I hope I answered all your remaining questions, and by now you can safely and confidently order your own supply of Visiprime today. Also, I feel like it's my duty to confess that in order to achieve the best results, my personal recommendation for you is to choose either the 6 or at least 3 bottle package. Go ahead and secure your package now. Fill in the shipping details on the other side and start enjoying a better, clearer vision like it was always meant to be. I can't wait for you to share with me your incredible results.